Joseph Deharbe. A Complete Catechism of the Catholic Religion. Christian Doctrine. Introduction. On the end of man. 1. For what end are we in this world? We are in this world that we may know God, love Him, and serve Him, and thereby attain heaven. 2. What is heaven? Heaven is a place of eternal and perfect happiness. 3. Are not the things of this world intended to make us happy? No, the things of this world cannot possibly make us happy. 4. Why cannot the things of this world make us happy? 1. Because all earthly things are vain and perishable, and 2. Because man is made for God and for everlasting happiness in heaven. I heaped together for myself silver and gold, and the wealth of kings and provinces, and whatsoever my eyes desired, I refused them not, and I withheld not my heart from enjoying every pleasure, but I saw in all things vanity and vexation of mind, and that nothing was lasting under the sun. Thus spoke Solomon, the happiest of kings. Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, verses 8-11. What is your life? It is a vapor which appeareth for a little while, and afterward shall vanish away. James, chapter 4, verse 15. 2. For thyself, O God, thou hast made us, therefore our heart will be restless until it rests in thee, St. Augustine. 5. For what end, then, were the things of this world principally given to us? That we may use them for the purpose of knowing and serving God. All men are vain, in whom there is not the knowledge of God, and who by those good things that are seen could not understand Him that is, neither by attending to the works have acknowledged who was the workman. Wisdom, chapter 13, verse 1. Whether you eat or drink or whatsoever else you do, do all to the glory of God. 1 Corinthians, chapter, verse. 6. Why does God require us to know Him, love Him, and serve Him? God requires us, 1. To know Him, because He is the eternal truth. 2. To love Him, because He is the most bountiful and most lovable God. And 3. To serve Him, because He is the sovereign Lord. 7. What will become of those who will not know, love, and serve Him? God will cast them from Him forever. The unprofitable servant cast ye out into the exterior darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Matthew, chapter 25, verse 30. 8. What is then most necessary in this life? In this life the most necessary thing is that we should know, love, and serve God, and thereby obtain eternal happiness. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and His justice. Matthew, chapter 6, verse 33. For what doth it profit a man if he gain the whole world and suffer the loss of his own soul? Matthew, chapter 16, verse 26. 9. What must we do if we would know and serve God and be eternally happy? 1. We must believe all that God has revealed. 2. We must keep all the commandments which God has ordered to be kept. And 3. We must use the means of grace which God has ordained for our salvation. Or in other words, we must have religion. For religion, from religar, is the lively union of man with God, which springs from faith, charity, and grace, and is confirmed by the faithful observance of the divine commandments. 10. Why must we, in order to be saved, believe, keep the commandments, and make use of the means of grace? We must, in order to be saved, 1. Believe, because it is only by faith that we get a right knowledge of God. 2. We must keep the commandments, because by keeping the commandments we serve God. And 3. We must also use the means of grace, because by them we obtain the help necessary to salvation. 11. Where do we get a right knowledge of the truths of divine faith, of the commandments, and of the means of grace? In the Christian Doctrine. 12. What do you call the book which briefly contains the Christian doctrine in question and answer? The Catechism, 13. What then does the Catechism treat of? 1. Of faith. 2. Of the commandments, and 3. Of the means of grace, namely the sacraments and prayer. Application. Never neglect going to the instructions on Christian doctrine, and when there, be always attentive, that you may learn to know and love God properly, and thus attain your last end, which is eternal happiness in heaven. Blessed is the man that findeth wisdom, that is, the knowledge and love of God. She is more precious than all riches, and all the things that are desired are not to be compared with her. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold on her, and he that shall retain her is blessed. Proverbs chapter 3, verses 13 to 18.